Good morning. Welcome, Master Fran Art Stream. Hey, Sanal, how's it going? Spring break. Am I still studenting or am I teaching? So I'm a bus driver. My day job is as a school bus driver. When the students are off, the bus drivers are off. And outside of doing smaller extra routes, I pretty much have the week off. So I have a lot of time on my hands, so figured just do some morning streaming. So welcome to the Master Fran Art Stream. I'm your host, Master Fran Ryan Francis. That's what the Fran stands for in the Master Fran. But yeah, I figured today is a good time to kind of just get some work done. I might just do a shorter stream. Probably won't go till maybe 2. Last night I did a night stream. That was pretty alright. And it was pretty alright. Last time I worked on some stuff, I worked on a bunch of emotes. Tackled some 3 different emotes here of my character Cole Blackmask here. You got some laughter emotes, a bit of a lurk emote, and a high emote. And I knocked out 3 emotes so far in my collection of, smaller emotes right now. And I do want to knock out at least 10, because I believe Twitch allows me, 10 or 12 emotes right now as a Twitch, what's the higher up thing? It's not a Twitch partner. I think that's like the maximum Twitch thing. But I believe I'm a Twitch affiliate, if that's a term. But I believe as an affiliate, you are allowed 12 emotes. So, check out these just tiny little emotes here. For the basic free emotes, I kind of just have my little bread cat emotes here. Post those in the chat. And that's for anyone who doesn't subscribe. And I put in the current Cole emotes for subscribers. And it's half because I have the space and half because I figured everyone would probably know me for the cat emotes. So I figured, okay, we'll just have that for the Cole emotes. I believe Twitch has a new feature which lets you make animated emotes, so I want to try that out and do some more animated stuff with that. Yeah. Emotes don't show on screen. Oh, it does. All right. Oh yeah, I can see it right here. Seeing just the little bits of emotes and stuff like that. So I've been just having a decent time with my spring breaking. Just doing a whole bunch of artwork, tackling smaller projects. This is one of my side projects, work on a comic zine, and I plan to make a fast printing of this. And boom, let me see if I can't make like a 3D preview of binding. Because I'm currently just working on a fancy, well, it's not fancy, it's supposed to be a smaller zine. It's not going to be humongous. It's just going to be a small, I'd say, printer paper zine, where it's just a showing of my artwork. And I'll probably sell that for much cheaper, because I've been meaning to make more books overall, because it's oh, I'm Master Fran Comics, but I haven't made a comic in years. So I figured I'll do this to kind of just test out, Clip Studio's zine setup. And one thing that's really cool about Clip Studio Paint is it lets you make basically 3D previews of the binding, and it lets you see, okay, how does the cropping look when you set the pictures here. And I like this double page spread. I set up the artwork so it just spreads real nice. So I'm pretty happy with this. And doing a few like little just sketch art things to kind of just show off some stuff. And a lot of this is more like a cat-themed miscellaneous collection of ink art stuff. Yeah, these will be great coloring books. Do people still color? I'm curious about that, actually. Like, I'm curious if people still do coloring book stuff with that. Because I kind of see... Well, I actually don't see, I guess, other vendors make coloring books, but in regular stores, like I see coloring books in Target. So I was kind of just wondering, do indie coloring books still exist in that factor? But yeah, kind of just having this probably set up the page style. I think the paper would be good for probably crayon. So probably wouldn't put it on a matte paper, just on a cheaper. Yeah, not like on a gloss paper, put on a cheaper matte paper, and that'll be good for coloring. Age group related little kids. Okay. And I probably do need to curate some of this art to kind of just see, okay, is this actually kid friendly, or am I kind of just, could I just readjust as I see? Like, I doubt this is kid friendly, so probably scrap that one. This is well off, but I can always readjust you. And that's what I like about this 3D preview is if something's off crop, I can readjust the art back in the actual proper page, and I can rework you back to normal. And then we can save you, try another 3D preview for binding, and it should be correct this time. And it like automatically checks the crop borders for, the actual printing and crops like that. And as it loads, it should actually render. So see, it's rendering right now. And it'll also automatically just open to the page itself. So, boom, it's the correct setup, and nothing's now cut off. It's actually in the proper order. So that's really nice. And then once you actually export this as a PDF, it'll have the proper cropping for a printer to do this for. I believe this is 8.5 by 5.5. So it's basically me planning on them taking typical printer paper and folding it, because I'm interested in seeing if I can't print these myself, my own home printer. Just so I can have like a small inventory that I don't need to just immediately go to the printer to deal with. That's sort of been my side project as I do a lot of these things. And I also plan to make a dog variant of this as well. If I can find, where's the dog? Where's it? Where is it? There you are. So I also made a dog variant of this, which is also me kind of slowly working on collecting all the dog-related zines that I got. So I'm going to be debuting a cat art book and a dog art book, like a mini art book. And I also plan to kickstart a larger colored art book. And that's going to be me kind of just learning how to kickstart for a proper project instead of just, trying to fund it myself. And this is slowly loading. But it is what it is with that. I do plan to do that Kickstarter to kind of just teach myself Kickstarter and teach myself, fulfillment, work on a Kickstarter campaign before I do the big Kickstarter, which is Blackmask. So, Blackmask, the video game's going pretty alright. It's making its strides. Currently, Blackmask is making progress. Adam and I have been, well, my programmer and we've been making some strides with the hitbox stuff. We're nearly close to getting stuff with the demo ready. Last thing he's mentioned to me is we don't really have the hit or death feedback setup stuff for the bosses yet. But, this year is our year, I'd say. This is our year. The hope is that we'll actually have the Kickstarter sometime this year, and we'll have a demo sometime this year. That's the finger crossing. That's our fingers crossed. We are hoping that we'll be able to just get that done. So that's kind of our notable. I guess that's my personal New Year's resolution, is to get that demo finished. So that's what I'm currently up to. And the dog book is kind of open here. There aren't as many pages in comparison to the cat book yet, because the dog book is much, much newer. But like the cat book, it's gonna be just a black and white ink zine, and we'll probably I'll set it up to be a coloring book as well, and just get that down. But yeah, that's a whole lot of the notable stuff that I've been up to for probably the past few months, I'd say. Past few weeks. Coffee spilled. And I'm keeping at it. I do, still have my day job, so that's a given. I do my day job, and I don't do art full time exactly. I'd love to, but it's difficult finding freelance clients. Though I'm sure I probably could find more freelance clients, because I can find conventions pretty easily. Like, just recently, I got an email for a new pop fest in Naperville, Illinois. And I got it today, like just an hour ago. I got an application, or at least a email to vendor then for a pop fest in Naperville. And previously I did a pop fest in it's not Lombard, it's a different spot. I did that back in late January. And, it was a nice small show. It was a smaller toy con. And I was rocking that for past. Yeah, I did that. And this next convention is in July. So I'm like, okay, I'll take that on. It's the Sunday before Comicopolis. So I got time to actually do that. So it's easy. I think it gets easier for me to find conventions and sell my work, and find art shows and conventions to sell my artwork there. So that's been pretty good with that. Of course, getting accepted in the art shows is also a whole different bag, because I believe I'm now in the waiting list for Anime Central, and that was my bigger comic show that I was hoping that I would get into, but couldn't get into, which is a shame, but I'll let that go. There are other shows, it's a bit of bad luck. I think I'm still going to go to Anime Central just as a visitor. I was denied going to C2E2, so I'm just going to be walking C2E2, probably just bring my sketchbooks, bring my art books, and kind of just wander around with those. And, I'll just have my portfolio Probably, hopefully I'll have these zines printed sometime soon. Mostly depends on how much dog art I can actually scrape up, because it's kind of weird, because I want to fill a a certain amount of pages. So I believe this max page is 24 pages, but I think the cat book is 28 pages if I look at it. If I look at a different one, let's see, the cat book's 26 pages, while the dog book's 24 pages. So if I find more cat art, or if I find more dog art, or I cut out some cat pages, I'll probably just make them even books with that. Yeah, the dog book's quite incomplete. But, I plan to at least make a double feature book with that. And, it has my QR code with my business credentials and my website. I should probably put my email there too, just in case. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of figuring out with that. Plus, readjusting the lettering so it sticks out instead of kind of just blend into the lines a little. But yeah, so far so good. That's my current side project. Of course, I put these dogs here because I'm kind of just figuring out other spots and trying to arrange the pages in such a way that things will go correctly. Oh yeah, this was a singular illustration. That's why I put it there. But I could probably just readjust that as I go. All right. Oh, now that you've heard my wacky spiel about art projects that I'm up to, let's talk about another large project that I'm currently just tackling right now. That is my pixel art. So, currently I am working on some damage and death animations for the boss of Blackmask, the video game I'm working on, and it's a Game Boy game. It's a bunch of like fun little animations for the boss to give him a lot of personality. Kind of just jiggles as he walks, but also he's able to run, and this is mostly him running away from the player because he's now damaged him. He's trying to walk away. Do need to polish damage stuff, but once I do, this will be a smoother transition to death animation. Probably need a frame for him reeling. So this 1 drawing, 2 drawings, 3 drawings, 4, 5, 6, 7 drawings. So an 8th drawing would be more than enough. Like this will look smooth with just him having a final reel animation. And I probably would readjust the drawing so his feet don't immediately hit the ground yet. I have it so the feet are up a little. And a lot of pixel art is mostly me kind of just blocking in what's needed and then seeing how the animation works before I get to deeper needs with polishing. Let's try. No, that's not actually working because it now makes it look slower. Let's see. Maybe if I get rid of these legs. Yeah, the legs are. The little leg blurs are part of it. They'll probably just get rid of that. I feel like the tail would fill in for the smear frame. Yeah, the tail, it looks better because the tail fills in that niche for the smear frame, so that's good. That looks pretty decent. And then you'll just have an idle death frame, and that's no problem. Then we have him taking damage from the back and him falling over. That is probably the least complete one because I have to find the head. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So way less drawings than the back animation. So gotta rework that. So I believe I'll just have this be my project to do for the day. And I'll be doing this probably until 1 or 2, maybe 2. So let's get to working on a whole bunch of stuff while you all enjoy the fine tunes of my arranged game soundtracks here. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am happy to help. Right. All right. Alright. So since he's going down, perhaps you would need a slight bounce of him reeling back. Maybe I could reuse this face. Yeah, perhaps I could reuse this face. Maybe I could reuse this face. Because I'm always searching for cool spots to kind of just reuse animations, save me a little bit of work, and also kind of just get this looking more consistent. Oop. And have the body go like that. The body up. Let's see. Then I could probably just rework this animation to be unlink you. Rework you so the arm kind of like transitions better. Ah, I get it. A link. That's where the head goes. Body goes here. Like rework the body so it goes here. And that should be good. Okay. Yeah, I do flip-flop about whether or not I should pursue teaching, but I feel like teaching is a slight trap. Like, you know, once you're teaching, you're kind of just teaching forever. What is that? Because I feel like once you're teaching, you're kind of just in the teaching, I guess, phase of your life kind of all the time, because you're not really spending a lot of time for your own personal work. You're spending more time kind of just grading and things like that. So it does, it is a bit of a heavy decision to teach. All right, that's a little slow. Let me see this without it. Like delete one frame, delete another frame. Let's see. Let's see. What would this be like? Make another frame. I don't use my shortcut keys for like the making new frames. So I was kind of like, okay, Alt N, but it's not in my half keyboard setup. No, I don't like that at all. It's difficult to make a good transition frame with that. Fuck it, I'll unlink you. Okay. I may need to just refine the body a little bit more. That'll probably be much better. Find that. Just get the color blocks now. get a basic outline effect. Make sure things are actually remotely consistent. Just so we can knock this down. Yeah, I don't want to spend all day working on this because I do want to take some time to go outside, even if it's slightly rainy today. It's currently a rainy morning. It's a rainy Tuesday morning. Or maybe Tuesday afternoon since it's currently 12:04 p.m. That's kind of how that goes. They should just start up. Yeah, he should start up instead of around. That's always the I guess the tough aspect of making certain animations is which frames require new drawings and which frames just require you to just readjust the timings and stuff like that. Because sometimes the solution is less drawing and more just reworking pose. Oh yeah, the Dune music came up. I still haven't seen the second Dune. Of course, I haven't seen the first Dune because I read the initial book and I never really felt compelled to catch the movie. So that's the main reason why I still haven't seen the movie yet. I'm sure it's good. I've heard it's good, so I'll probably just catch that up whenever I think to. Just going to theaters sucks, and I hate going to movie theaters, and I can't wait for it to just show up on DVD. Because I don't have streaming, because streaming also sucks. I mean, I'm sure streaming's fine. Like, I watch YouTube plenty enough, but in terms of stuff that I'm interested in watching on Netflix, there really isn't much. Like, a lot of cartoon series I can't be bothered to watch because, it's a commitment to watch a cartoon series as opposed to reading, I guess. Like, I feel like I can't watch Netflix in my spare time like I can with a book or maybe a YouTube video, because I can just have it like play in my car, something like that. Yeah, which is actually a really bad habit, just playing YouTube in your car and listening to it, because it's a clear distraction. They should be fatter. Yeah, Nad reminds you of Dr. Robotnik a little. keep calling him Dr. Robotnik, even though I know it's Dr. Eggman. Like, I know it's Dr. Eggman, it's just, I guess, and this ain't even a millennial thing or a Gen X thing. Like, I think I just like the name Robotnik more. It's a lot more of a mocking name than Eggman. Like, Eggman's on the nose, but Robotnik, maybe I'm kind of just poisoned by YouTube posts, was kind of, it sounds more theatric when he's called Dr. Robotnik. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, great seeing you again, so now hopefully we can chat some other place. Hey, have a good morning. Alright. Maybe just rearrange the head like this. I just need to adjust the expression. That's probably what I need to do. Didn't even know that was a thing. I rework you. That looks more proper. Yeah, I might go to the arcade with my friend because I haven't been to the arcade. Well, actually, no. I've been to Galloping Ghost Arcade back in Thanksgiving. I went there for my actually, I didn't go for my birthday, but I did go. Got it. Let's just copy this. B. There we are. That'll work. Okay. Nearly got this going. Looks pretty alright. This actually needs to be down a little bit more. Alright, that's looking tighter. Why don't I have my preview window open here? There we are. Have the preview going right here. I'll just have you loop. There we are. I can just adjust as I go. all that's really left is to refine the head. Okay, not bad. Alright, so this idle's this, so this idle function more like this overall. Rather have work more like this. I may like have a wider sad face. I think I figured out the general way that I can do shorthand by kind of like looking at peanut strips. Because a lot of peanut strips kind of like have this cool visual shorthand that's been real helpful for sprite comics. And that thing exemplifies this more like this mouth shape. Because I believe Peanuts had odd mouth shape where, where it's like Snoopy. I think Snoopy asleep or something. Let's see, Snoopy asleep. Maybe Garfield asleep. It's like you have the entire face up. And like actually this is perfect. Blah. Just want the image. Fucking Google Images. Why did I switch from Google Images? Should just use Bing Images. I'm so tilted. Whatever. This sort of works. But like Snoopy's image like this pretty much just helped me explain how I would tackle something like that. A lot of peanut stuff. And this is mostly for the animation stuff. I think in the comic strip proper, it's not as straightforward. I guess comic strip is just there. You don't need to see the eyes. It's just up, and that's kind of just one thing that I'm trying to figure out with that is doing that visual short. I'll probably just get rid of this, make the mouth more prominent. That way, it'll read much better as Nad's KO'd. This will work. Verifying. Okay.
It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we
Alright, so far so good with that.
except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom taken? That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone.
Okay. They probably just rework you. Sorry. I'm still kind of coughing, but I just cleared my throat with the last stuff here. Well, you know what? This is a fine enough head, actually. I just rework the body some more. It's nice, tight animation. Can't find any faults. Oh yeah, he's missing his belly button. That's important. Having his belly button. His wacky little belly button.
I'm gonna have some of my friends here in the band show you a thing or two what we do with test subjects just like you. Take it away.
A little bit lower. All right.
By my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad.
Probably rework you.
Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll start feeling so bad. You'll make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on.
Okay.
You're someone else's
Readjust you, and you're now even. Falls over. Boom. I just rework you. That. this up. Yeah, I'm kind of just getting in head mode, because why the hell not? So far, so good. Looks better. Save you. Take a swig of water. Get hydrated. So far, so good with that. And the big hope with reworking Nad's animation is that I can use Nad's body size to do other enemies like the pigs and stuff like that. I have I had pig enemies that I want to have in where I pretty much have concept art for these pigs. Keep like putting it in caps. Boom, boom, boom. Where are ya? Where is it? Yeah, you'll do. So, I've been rocking some concept art of some pig enemies. And they're more, slightly armored and stuff like that. Mostly like doing just more, colonialism, East India Company, pirate stuff. Where, you have basically the pigs of society and yada yada. They exist in the world, and Cole ends up getting in trouble. And because they're more in the law than Cole is, where Cole may take more illicit, illegal activities to get ahead. And that's kind of like the rough idea of how to do the pigs relationship. So I'm interested in reusing Nad's body for the pigs and stuff like that. So, say you have like a head swap of Nad, but then it'd just be a pig. It'd be a more common enemy. And probably wouldn't be as mobile as Nad, but I'll still reuse, enemy assets and stuff like that. Same with the boar and stuff like that as well. I have sloppy sketches of boars as well, and they're basically going to be much, much larger. They're bigger, fatter pigs, and they're there to be much stronger. They'll probably be like gun type pigs, or may just heavier weapons. But that's the rough idea of how I want to tackle things. Though there could be redundancy, so I'll probably just scrap them as an enemy. But it mostly just depends. It's literally like what the heck I actually want to do right now. Of course, I also have NPC characters that I'm totally up for. Come on. Got some NPC characters to kind of just indicate what kind of characters they are overall. You got like little farmers just walking around, and you talk to them, you get information. It kind of just fills the world out. So that's kind of just how I'm going to be tackling things. Oh, I'm out of coffee. What water is. But yeah, that's me kind of just figuring out what I want to do with Blackmask at the moment. And kind of just fill in the world. A lot of this is just, world building and more just population building, where you just have a giant variety of animals doing their own thing and trying to deal with world events as they come and absolutely struggling at it. Okay. I think that's a little too much. But I do like this break. I like this break. I get them much more like this. That looks good. Okay. We should get back to the initial lock-in. So we got you going. Got the body out. Got the fall over. Let's at least tighten up the damage animation, because that actually is a priority. So let's tighten this up. Tighten you up. Get you working a little better. I actually had the head much larger than I worked it. This reads a little bit better as Dad eating a hit. Uh, 12:32. All right, I'm making better time here. All right, I figured out the eyes, but figured out the eyes, but the mouth is a tougher deal. I'll let that go. They just erase the mouth. That works. EFT, maybe. No. Doing teeth is always just a difficult thing when it comes to sprites, because it'll either look like blocky crap, or it'll look too detailed for what's needed. Alright, this is kind of working, but not exactly. Okay. Okay. Almost got you going. This is probably one of the tougher sprites to work on, because you're trying to like figure out what makes it look clear enough to see, okay, you're seeing Nad take damage, but you don't want to make it such a giant mess that's just completely unclear from the jump. Because I could just let it go, do this. I think that's also a tough thing when it comes to like doing animal characters as pixel art, because you don't really have the free reign to have the refined hairs work, as you can't. Each little hair was potentially a block, and it can make it look unreasonably chunky like you didn't intend it to be. So that's a little point of difficulty when it comes to just doing animal characters in pixel art specifically. And I'm sure it's going to be a nightmare trying to do it in 3D or do it with with CG and stuff like that. Because isn't hair infamously tough to do in CGI? So that's going to be a real tough deal with that. Get rid of you. Okay. Top of the hair is actually looking good. Alright, real nice, real nice. I will say, once I get this done, I'll have the reward of hanging out with my friends. that's some little things that you kind of gotta do to give yourself. Is one way that you can get yourself to stay motivated on a project that's slowly and steadily eating your sanity is to make sure you reward yourself a little bit more often. You know, when you spend a lot of time kind of just working on a thing, take some time, grab like a nice lunch or get a take some time to maybe play a video game or read a book. Spend some time kind of just refining, do something pleasurable instead of just this. It'll make doing this much more it'll make it much more fulfilling because you're taking a break from the tough tasks that you had ahead. This looks fine. Now look, that's fine. I'll probably just rework the body, so. Well, I could make the arms separate too, but it is what it is with that. Now let it go here. Then rearrange it so it's a slicker transition here. Kind of funny because here I am kind of like getting into really tight line art stuff. Meanwhile, I'm finding games like Pizza Tower and Lumpy Touches splattering them pixels just down there and just knowing what the fuck to do. I'm kind of like, man, I wish I could be that, I guess, mentally free. Kind of just not give a fuck about where I put the pixels and just go in there. And you can just crank them out, no problem. Because yeah, they're able to just knock them out, no problem. And I'm kind of just in weird limbo mode. Well, it's not limbo mode. I know what I need to do. It's just getting stuff down. Then Couch of Olivara is able to do these studies too. I need to do studies myself. I had a New Year's resolution to do more studies and work on more pixel art collectively, and then I completely fell off of that. I just completely fell off of that goal. I mean, I still can get back on the wagon. It's not like it's the end of the day. Like, I can still work on things. I can still work on pixel art. It's just pixel art does not. I used to be able to do pixel art on the go, like when I'm not home, and then the Fire Nation attacked, and I lost my iPad, and I kind of just gave up on looking for it. I didn't have find my iPad running on the thing, so couldn't really do much with that. Okay. We use the damage animation stuff and then the death here. I just do an idle here. The tail would probably like sharpen out a little. But so far so good. I got a basic thing going here. What's cool? Call it coal size. What the hell's the coal sprite? But I'll just grab a coal sprite here. Copy. But it was dead. Copy. Big. Oops. Copy. It's always weird when it comes to layer copying as opposed to sprite copying. Alright, leave that there. And you're mostly just there to kind of just be a size comparison. Okay. Fill in the background just a wee bit. Okay. All right. Everything's looking pretty decent with that. Taking a lot of damage. On the back damage there. Alright, we find the body some more. Get that going. I have half a mind to kind of just leave this in the black. It'll look fine. Okay. Okay, so far so good. And while I'm here, belly button. Yeah. Difficult to really like plan belly buttons, I suppose. Like go back. Probably just set it up so it starts here instead. Makes more sense. Now this is actually looking pretty refined. To the point where he can now just go yarg. He's KO'd or dead. Yeah, sometimes I'm always of this like weird thing where it's like, oh man, I want to make a cool stealth game where you can just beat the game without being a mass murderer, but most people aren't skilled like that actually. And I'm not gonna dunk on people who can't. It's mostly because there's never a stealth option that gives you the ability to not be a mass murderer, because a lot of the murder options are always like, you know, way more gameplay fun than the non-lethal options. I personally want to make the non-lethal option just Cole is a grappler, and that's how you're able to just take people down legally. Cole is, if I want to like try to pitch a non-lethal Cole, I've just pitched him as Mario with jumps as a grappler. Like he can grab and air grab and throw and shit. Like doing command grabs and stuff like that. And of course, with like the Game Boy stuff, you probably would be like forward down and be able to throw. I've been playing a bit of Capcom versus SNK on the Neo Geo Pocket. And by Neo Geo Pocket, I mean my Ambernick. Kind of just playing a little bit of that and kind of just learning how grapplers and command grabbing works in this, you know, in this tiny little thing. And, you know, obviously it gives you a lot of, liberty when it comes to just falling over. So that's kind of just one of those things. So yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna take a break for now. Stand away, take a piss, and I'll be back Probably in 5-10 minutes. Be right back. Oop, I returned. Alright, use the bathroom, got my water filled. I was actually, that was on the toilet and I was kind of refining some ideas in my sketch wall, and, I figured that, Cole, if Cole was non-lethal, he probably would have a lot of, like, different throws. I thought it'd be kind of funny if he had, like, a tail throw or something like that, where he grabs an animal by the tail and he's able to swing him around. It would probably be like way too strong for him, but if he had like a strength upgrade or whatever, that'd probably be cool. Yeah. But yeah, it's currently 1 p.m. Probably just go back to the work on this till 2. I say I'm nearly done. I think once I get the tail refined, I'll be good, and I can just let this go for now. Now, so far so good. Getting things done with that. Now, let's I just knock the body down just a wee bit, and get to just refining the tail a bit more. Unlock you, and see what kind of music's playing. Third strike music. That's good. But yeah, this is me kind of just refining the Workday, where I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff that I may or may not actually get done within the day. But, this is probably the time where I just have the deepest focus. Because usually during my day, I'm kind of just doing a series of different tasks that may or may not be related to, my big task list. Sometimes I'll be working on art, other times I'll be working on paperwork like taxes or prepping for conventions, or even simply just going to various different cons and stuff like that. That's kind of how I'm mostly kind of just deal with my day-to-day art life. Is I don't do art all the time. That's kind of the thing when it comes to doing, I guess, art for money, is a lot of the time you're not actually doing art. You're doing different stuff. You're promoting yourself, or you're working on chatting with someone when they're asking for a commission, kind of like get a feel for what kind of things they want as a commission and stuff like that. Or even like scoping things out, going out, touching grass, that sort of deal. So mostly just a matter of kind of just figuring that out as you go. Yeah, I'll just let you go for now. That's kind of just my day. Usually I would be like, blog writing too, or trying to write this goat story. Kind of like work on a new comic as I go. It takes a bit. It's a lot of refining junk. I tend to go to, and sometimes you're gonna feel tired. Even if you have like 2 things of coffee, it's still not enough. think, oh, I've got plenty of coffee. I should be good, but no, you're probably not. In fact, you're probably even more tired because you're in uh, there we are. I could hide the body here. I just point this out just a wee bit more for, to sell that he is eating damage and he ain't liking it. So far with this, I think once I get this done, we'll know what the heck to. I think I'll be able to just move forward and send this to Adam, and at least he can work with that. So far, so good. I mean, these morning streams are alright. They help me get work done. Because otherwise, I kind of would just be working in silence, just doing my own thing. Which is usually kind of how I like to do things. I don't really like to draw while it's noisy, actually. Or at least I have to have a certain mood playlist in order to be in the mood to actually work on stuff with music. Kind of don't have to do this part because again it's a lot of this is a body end that no one's going to actually see, but if I do end up reusing it, it'd be nice to kind of just cover my bases. Yeah. This is certainly a labor of love that I have no idea if this will actually even be a thing. This will work. Alright, so far so good with you. Okay. You're all jaggy. Let's see if I can't find details a little. good. Now this kind of breaks its silhouette. One thing that's difficult about doing this character, or at least doing, I guess, a tail character, is that a lot of his stuff will kind of just vanish. Because I'll let this go here. Good. This sort of works. Maybe like one more refinement and that'll be good here. All right. Break this up like a little Christmas tree, eh? Okay. Full body to body. Great. Great. Yeah, these are a little redundant, so I might just scrap this. This kind of works. Kind of, sort of. And then, one, two, goes down like jello. Okay. This is okay. Still feel like that mouth is still not as good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I realize that I'm also still missing the belly button as well. Always funny to do that. Oh, up the head. Put on the body. There we are. All right. Can I refine this? I like reuse this asset. Perhaps I can. Oh, okay. Alright, I might be able to move you. Can I flip you horizontal? Yeah, can I flip you vertical? Kinda, sorta. Edit, flip horizontal. And this will look fine. This looks a-okay. Okay. This is working. In a tiny, fractive way. Kinda, sorta. And then he might like drop his weapons. Or like have a particle effect. Yeah, kind of works. Almost got it. Right, refine the body a little bit more. Because I have the spirit of the pose. This is a good pose. It just needs to be refined here. And you just have the arm just out like this. Got this. Hmm. So far, so good. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's not right. Okay. Okay. Almost got you. Almost got you going. All right. No, this was fine. If it had a lot more follow through, if it like went even further. Got you going. Almost got something fun looking. Thank you. Looking much gooder. It's engiddening, friends. This is looking much. It's acquiring competency, I'd say. Looks incredible. Yeah. Looking real good. You probably don't think it looks good, but I think it looks kind of good. They like refine this line just a wee. Right. 1 drawing, 2 drawings, 3 drawings, 4 drawings, 6 drawings. 2 more drawings I got available. Probably get like half 2 for the jiggle. I could probably rework the head, actually. I just refined you. No, thought someone was calling me for a second. This is sort of working. Or not. Maybe this head just needs a whole different drawing. Let's just do that instead. Because what that actually needs is things are working, kind of, sort of. Been for 2 hours so far. Okay. It's nearly 2, but I feel like I'm nearly done. It might stretch to 3. Entirely possible. But I'll at least go till I get this head done. This'll work. So far, so good. Yeah, well, this can be years because this is hitting a point where I'm kind of like, I could probably just do something different at the moment. All right. Yeah. Nope. It just needs to be like that. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave it as is. I'm trying to fix what's currently not broken. Let's just let the head ride. Give it a jiggle. And just let it go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All right. Put the jello here. Mark where it jiggles. Yeah, maybe that's way too extreme. Yeah. All right. Could I just flip you? Betcha I could just flip this. Bada boom. Okay. Yeah, this still needs to be more exaggerated, I'd say. Alright, jiggle looks good. Control S. So far, so good. I'm missing the tails, but I've made massive progress for massive damage. Yeah, let's take the time to kind of just block him in then. Let's see. Maybe I could reuse you. Where's the original tail? Animation should move. So it's over him. This was actually fine. Flip horizontal. Yeah, it's a little too much. Oh, let's go. Think. Make it on ones. Down. May have his death be on ones too. I don't like is up. Like I feel like it's still missing. Like he's there and back, just still too fast. Maybe I just need some time to kind of just walk away from this. So far, so good, though. I think I'll just let this go for now. Let's see. All that's left to do is to tighten the tail frames. And I'll have a basic damage attack where he's taking damage, and then in that damage he actually like has death. So that's gonna be fine, and I could probably just get rid of these two frames actually. So I mostly just need these frames for reference. I could probably just refine the tail a little bit more. Yep. And that's all I really need to do then. Alright. Thank you everyone for stopping by this art stream. I took a while to kind of just get real acclimated to stuff, but I had a decent work day of kind of just tackling this stuff down, and I'm gonna basically just take a long break, maybe take a nap, work on some housekeeping stuff, and cook some probably like lunch for dinner, and that'll pretty much be my day. I am certainly going to stream tomorrow night, and hopefully it'll probably just be some other work. So I'll see you all next time. Have a good day.